What's up, guys?
Hello, what's going on?
How you doing?
Good man, good, good. How's your weekend?
It was good, eventful. Did a
Oh,
lot of
nice.
Get a lot of work done too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, we still have a long weekend here.
Yeah, yeah, us as well. But when you don't have like an actual like office job or anything like that, you lose track of holidays.
Yeah, that's true.
Waiting for this retest on GJ.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some sort of a retracement here for GJ.
Just see at the support. If you look left, forming a resistance. Hopefully.
Yeah, this bank holiday, there's not going to be enough volume today, especially with the US pairs. Gold, gold might just range. I mean, gold might just range. Yeah, it's a bank holiday. I don't know. The only volume you're gonna see in is probably gonna be in the pound or the euro pairs. Basically, pound made a low. Might want to see a retracement to come back down to retest that low. Other than that, mate, I'm not looking for anything.
Morning, Raja.
Hey, good morning, Daniel.
How are you?
Good, good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How's your Valentine's Day?
Ah, beautiful, man.
Oh, nice. Had good time
How
with
was
yourself?
yours? How was yours? Did you take the missus out?
Yeah, it was good. We went to a lodge here. There's a indoor water park lodge, so my son had a good time too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man. Oh,
We went to the lodge. It was a good lodge. The only thing is they didn't have honey.
do
Like
all lodges have honey? Is that?
when you get coffee, like you put honey in the coffee. So I asked for honey. I'm like, do you guys have honey? They're like, no, we only serve it at dinner. I'm like, what the fuck? Why not?
What?
Yeah. I'm like, why, man? It's 600 per night. I mean, why did you have honey? You know?
Oh, you got to get to
If you
bees,
don't,
Raja.
you're going to have to buy it for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was stupid. How about Euro GBP today? Yeah, Euro GBP might have some volume. Since I'm not gonna trade, so I'm just gonna look at these random pairs people say. Alright, let's take a look at it. So this chart here is gonna be the people's chart. Euro GBP. Ooh, wow, Euro GBP is going up. Look at that. It's bullish. Coming down. It might create a support. If it creates a support, could be around here and then continue moving up.
You know how you hate Euro USD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
Euro GBP. Like,
Oh,
look at the
really?
pip value of each. Look at the pips per like the per candle,
Yeah, I know.
and that was a big move, and it was only 10 pip.
Yeah, it looked like a big move. Yeah, so what you're gonna notice is you're gonna notice that the candles will have smaller pips today. Let's see here. Yeah, it's small. Look over here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of ranging here today. Um, Thoughts on GP CAD? Okay, let's take a look at GP CAD. Actually, you know what? This is making people have bad habits. So you guys should send a chart. Because if someone new comes on and they see that I'm looking at all the pairs, then they'll think we always look at the pairs. Yeah, you gotta send a chart. Oh, someone sent a chart here. What's this? GPUSD. Target if 1.3081 breaks, waiting for confirmation, momentum with NY. Yeah, the only thing with GPUSD is that it's only going to be influenced by the pound pair. So if the pound is really, really weak, it will break it. If it's really, really strong, it will go up. Because, you know, the US dollar is close today. So you might find that that might not have much impact. Because the pound is weak. That's a given. Pound is weak. I think your GP should continue going up. GP CAD should continue going down. Just gotta wait.
I don't think GJ will make it all the way to 143, 160. I think that resistance here will be enough.
Think so?
What?
Like support or resistance?
Yeah, so this was originally support. Now it's going to be resistance. I don't think it'll come back all the way up there. By the way, looking at these candles.
Yeah, you know, ideally I want GJ all the way down to 142,800.
Yeah, that's it. So it'll hold, well, more than likely, it'll hold resistance here where it is now and then continue down. I don't think it'll make its way all the way up to 160 to retest. What do you think? Because like that's what you were saying before, that it'll come back up to 160 potentially.
Wait, who was saying?
I thought you said that you wanted it to come back up to 160 before.
Oh, no, I never. No, I'm just. If there are confirmations that will come down, then it's gonna come down.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, but like a retracement, if it starts to go up, because like, you know, if the candles start to close bullish, then, you know, there's a chance it might go up there.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to see what happens. If 30-minute closes strong bearish, we'll enter short. Perfect. Perfecto analysis. Oh, what's this? CAD JPY. Strong resistance zone to the left. Target 1. If price makes a support, I'm expecting the market to go to 83,454. Yeah, makes sense. If we break above this white line you have, then it makes sense because it's a strong zone. This is where market gap below, and now price came up here before last week, I think on Thursday or Friday. Now it's coming back here again. So once it breaks it, you're correct, we're gonna go up. Good morning, Raja. Good morning, Pablo. Can you see my chart? Yes, I can see the charts today. Someone, oh, you have sell on gold. What you think? Yeah, I think you should probably bring your stops at break even too. And probably secure some profits too. Like if I was this, I would have secured maybe 50%. If you look at gold, technically, if you look at gold on a 1 hour, gold just created a support. right here, and it's approaching some sort of a resistance around right here. So you see this was support on the 30-minute? No, yeah, and then this is going to become resistance now. Or maybe right about here if you keep this into consideration, but you know, it's just a ballpark value. Like gold is just ranging. I wouldn't recommend anyone trading gold today. Oh, GJ is starting to head bearish. 15-minute candle closed bullish here, small body. This current has broken the low of the previous 15-minute candle. If someone is a betting man, they would have sells with a stop right over here.
I entered GJ a little prematurely on that first bearish candle.
Yeah, I saw that.
What was that?
I saw that.
Oh, yeah. So, kind of wish I waited for this, but, you know, it's a good entry.
Yeah, Stefanos, I saw it starting to creep up on the open of the 1 hour. I'm like, oh, is he closed?
I know.
Good, you helped.
I missed out on the GJ sales on Friday. You remember that drop?
Yeah.
I called it. I was in it, and I got stopped out, and I didn't re-enter. I didn't want to, you know, go against my discipline. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this chart, whoever sent this chart, I think if I was in this trade, first of all, I would have never taken this trade because, you know, it's a US holiday. But even if I did, I would have closed it as the bullish candle was breaking the high of this bearish candle. I would have closed it. So it's not a probability of a loss, it's just that it's a bank holiday and you should be aware of the fact that you should not trade on bank holidays. Especially USD pairs. Just like someone asked a question. It's holiday in the US. Is it a good idea to trade gold and USD pairs? You answer your own question. You know, this candle on GJ, the 30-minute candle, this has to close bearish so that the next candle can be the trading candle to go down. Man, I think I'm gonna leave the live stream at like 8, in like an hour or so. What's this? USDJPY 30-minute. Oh, nice. Good luck. Good luck going to all the way to 109.960 on a bank holiday. Perfect. Man, if you guys don't take a trade, then you're going to be the most disciplined person today.
Well, I guess that counts me out.
yeah, me too, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's just a bank holiday, right? And I used to like to trade bank holidays, but then I realized that the longevity wasn't there. Like if I was to only trade bank holidays back to back, I figured, yeah, most times it's not gonna work. So then I just stopped trading bank holidays. Not even looking at my charts. Well, Brandon, if you send it, we're gonna look at it. What what kind of news or report will affect the price of the pair? For example, does GBP affect the price? Does GBP affect what price? For what pair? GP pairs? Yes. See, now as I'm waiting for the candle to close, the candle is 30-minute candle is about to close bullish here in like 7-8 minutes. Are you already in a trade? No, I'm in no trades. I'm not trading today. I just tuned in. You mentioned it has to close bearish to take a trade on GJ. What does it mean to close bearish? Well, closing bearish means that the candle needs to close bearish candle, like a red candle. Because if a 30-minute time frame can show you a bearish candle close, like a strong body close, that increases the probability of the next candle to continue bearish as well. And that next candle could be your profitable trade to go bearish. You know, so when this candle closes bearish, that's like you have successfully waited for a confirmation, and your confirmation is there, and then you can take a trade, because now you know your stop is going to be above the candle wick, and then you know you could expect the next one to continue down. What's this? We have another chart. Uh, 30-minute sells below here. Yeah, this looks good. You have seems like you have a sell stop. So that's a better idea. Sell stop, you have a prefixed stop loss, take profit. Okay, what's this? Euro AUD 15 minutes. Support formed. First entry.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, that was my chart. I initially took a buy at the entry, and then it went into like a I think like 8 pip drawdown. My stop loss was 13 pips. I took another buy at the second, and then I ended up taking profit at 10 pips on the second position, and then 3 right there. I wanted to know if I don't really consider that martingale, but is that stupid to do that? Because I put 1% risk on the first trade, and then another 1% on the second one, because it's ranging. So
yeah.
And it's really slow.
So basically, your first entry was right over here.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean yeah, I would consider this as ranging. I'd say this was like very, very aggressive, because you know, like this candle closed weak bullish on the 15. This was a doji, and then you took a sell with no buy with no confirmations, and then I would have expected after this candle closing bearish for the next one to continue moving down, but you took the risk and it went up. You took profit, so that's good, but I would consider this as very risky.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I probably shouldn't have done that. Whenever it looked okay on the H1, but then like I was stuck in this trade. I probably should have closed, but I guess I'm lucky to get a good
Oh,
out.
okay.
This one.
Yeah. I would say you're lucky. Like just by looking at it, it just seems like that this bullish candle it should have gone bearish because it created a resistance right where your entry was.
Yeah.
But
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it.
yeah, but the scaling in was right. Like your second entry was risky, but you made it work. Like it worked. So I guess you're lucky in that sense. What made you buy right down here though?
Well, honestly, there wasn't really like a technical reason. It's just that like I was in like I was like 8 pips in drawdown, and like I'm still bullish on this pair, to be honest. And figured it would come back up. So, and I had like 5 pips left for my stop.
Oh, okay. So this was just recently here. Oh,
Yep.
it's still ranging here. You got resistance. Yeah, it's still in a dirty range. Yeah, nice, man. I think your next move is going to be a break above this 1.61360.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I felt kind of stupid for doing that. Luckily, it
Yeah,
worked out.
yeah. Let's go over the trade, and then you're gonna realize, like, okay, maybe I should have waited a little bit more.
Yeah, it helps explaining it too. Actually,
Yeah.
help me. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah, no worries. Needs to break this level. Oh yeah, it's true. Nacho. Um, what's this over here? Why do you place so much importance on the close of the candle when you can randomly choose any candle length? Each candle may tell you something different. Yes, but you're looking at the current candles. Like if you're trying to take a trade, you're looking at what's happening currently. Currently, this candle is about to close bearish with a wick, which is if this candle closes just the way it is right over here, then there's a very high chance that the next candle can continue going bearish as well. And then next candle can kind of like make a wick up over here and then continue moving down. That's what you're expecting from the next candle. So having a candle close bearish is very important. Oh, they're getting a lot of charts here today. Waiting for bullish to close. Yeah, this is good. Waiting for a buy stop up there. Oh, someone already sent this chart. If Japan goes into recession because of the coronavirus, would it be likely that GJ would be more bullish? Yes, but Japan is not going to go in recession. I also think that this Chinese, whatever this Chinese news is that's been showed on the media, that's just way too much blown out of proportions. I don't think it's bad, but the way they show it on media, it's not that bad. Because the media, like they always show things like with some added spices, with some added masala. Since it's American holiday, why are you not trading GJ today? Shouldn't GJ volume? Yeah, GJ shouldn't be affected by the US low volume, but it's just something personal. I just don't trade US holidays. Like if I would, I'd probably open like a very small lot, like a 1 lot or a 0.5, but with my regular volume, no. What about a sell stop below the previous bullish candle on GJ? Below the previous bullish candle, yeah, you could make that work. But then again, if you have a sell stop down here, your stop is going to be at 10-11 pips. But if you like if someone is entering right on this 30-minute candle, then your stop is going to be like almost 6-7 pips, and your TP could be like, you know, around like 10 pips till here, 142,900, or like, you know, if you can hold, then all the way down to 142,800. But your stop is going to be solid stop at 143,078 or even 143,080. Do the currency of the bank holiday currently gain strength? No, they don't gain strength because it's a holiday. Wow, man. Hi, I have to be a few live streams. How to how to join the Forex family? Well, Matthew Smith, all the information is in front of you. If you don't know the information, then I guess you can't join.
We're looking good, Stefanos.
Yep. Don't you expect a retracement for 143, 140 to execute short? Well, you have to execute based on what you see. You know, some people thought it's going to retrace all the way up, but you know, some people saw that, okay, we're going to execute based on what we see. So, you know, maybe someone has executed here, and yeah, probably they're in sell right now.
So Raja, I know you didn't take this trade, but would you take profits at this wick, even though it's only 4 or 5 pips, or partial profits?
No, I'd probably let it run. I'd probably let it run. Do you not like swing trading? No, I don't. My mind doesn't wrap around swing trading. My mind wraps around taking a short-term trade, 10-15 pips, and then calling it a day and never looking at the charts again till the next day. The thing with this trade is on GJ, either you're willing to lose 7-8 pips or you're willing to gain, you know, more than 7-8 pips. That's the thing with GJ. But now when I look at the small time, let's take a look at the small time frames here. Small time frames here, the 15 minute, you want this 15 minute to close bearish for price to continue moving down. If I was in this trade and if it closed bullish, then I would probably take off 50% of my risk. You know, so now it's just a matter of seeing how the candles close. Why did you stop trading London session? Well, Bobby, for me to trade London session, I had to be awake at 3 a.m. in the morning, so I don't want to wake up at 3 a.m. Do you invest in stock? Yeah, what's up?
That's what I was going to say. Morning, you didn't want to do London session anyway.
Yeah.
Trust, it's just range.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 3 a.m., man. No, I don't want to wake up at 3
It's no need, man.
Fuck
Nah.
that.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah. Do you invest in the stock market with your serious money? No, my serious money goes in my safe. Oh, what's this? Sent a chart. Oh, price. Raja's stop loss. Yeah. First of all, I don't trade Euro USD, so I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. Who was this? This was Gary. Gary is going in a timeout for disrespecting the market like that. Okay, what's this chart? Ooh, someone's looking for buys on your GP. Yeah, it looks good. Price made a high, and you know, and making a support. Pound is going down. Pound is bearish. It's weak. So your GPP should continue going up. Do you still get pips in the NY? I guess yes. what job do you do besides trading? I have a lot of things. It's not like a job I do. I do this, and then I'm a partner in two businesses, and I was shared in the family business. So there's a lot of things going on. Last job I had. Oh, I also had a job of staging. We would stage homes for
Oh, how
selling.
was that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like the company I used to work for, like this lady, she started from the basement. She started working from the basement, and like when I was working with her, she was staging like $1 million homes. Like, and these homes were like 4 million, 5 million, $10 million homes, you know. And
Jeez.
one one really common thing I saw between the owners was that the all the owners, every time they would go to do the pricing and stuff, the owners were always really really stingy. You know, like they they would watch every dollar. Like, it's not like they'd say, "Oh yeah, it's just a dollar. No, leave it away." No, they wanted that documented. Every cent, every dollar. They'd kept track of everything coming in and going out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how they kept their wealth.
True.
Yeah,
I'd hate to be like that though.
yeah, like these guys, they own like there was this one guy. He had his house was like 7 million, something like that, 10 bedrooms. You know, like it was a massive, massive house. He had a Range Rover, a 2014 Range Rover, and his wife had an Escalade, and that was it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And like, and it made sense to me too, because like these people, they watch the money so closely. It's no surprise that they kept it. They kept most of it.
Yeah, good point. Oh well.
It definitely makes the accountant's job easier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Like even my accountant, I filed for my HSC returns, and my accountant was like, well, I needed a complete breakdown of the payments, like which countries the payments came in and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I ha- I had it all documented. I sent it over. She's like, okay, perfect. Because at that point, we don't have to, like, dissect all the payments coming in, this and that, like it's never been taken care of. So I watch my money very, very closely.
Hmm. It's all relative.
Yeah, it's true.
Like if you got a net worth of $1 million, a couple $100 here and there is not a big deal. But
Yeah. Like last year, like sometimes, like we go hard in spending too. Cause like last year, I think I owed the government, I think it was like 12,000. So my accountant was like, well, you can do two things. Either you can pay the government 12,000, like, in taxes, or
Mhm.
you can somehow bring up 6,000 in expenses to offset like what you have to pay. So I'm like, okay, so then that 6,000, it became expendable. That you can, like go to the club, or then you just spend it. So it's like
Mhm.
whether you spend it or you pay the government.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
So at times when people see me go out, and like, like when I spend a lot of money, that money is being spent to offset the expenses versus, like my income, like for taxes.
Nice. Yeah, good.
Yeah, gotta be smart about it.
Yeah. Well, look, it's getting harder and harder though to like use. They call it entertainment expenses to claim those.
Yeah,
How is it like in Canada?
it's okay. It's to facilitate the clients, basically.
Yeah, we can't do that here anymore.
Oh,
As you're aware, that's people just they use that.
yeah, they go hard.
Mm.
Are you on a DJ still?
Nothing.
Not yet.
So you see, the
Okay.
15-minute is coming up.
Maybe?
It's about to close bullish in
Hello, good
3
morning.
minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Do you guys take a pill to cut people off every morning? Like, okay, let's take a pill and we're gonna cut everyone off.
Yeah, I see. On the 15th.
Yeah, so if someone's in a cell over here, if I was in a cell, I'd be looking to take off 50%
Mm-hmm.
because it's about to close bullish, and if it closes bullish, then there's no trade. Range of previous candle broke below, closed by, yep, this looks good. You have range plotted. Offsetting costs basically mean, like, let's say last year my total income was around 320,000, right? And my expenses were, let's say, around 150,000. So whatever is left, you pay tax on that. That's how it works. So then if your expenses are more, or if you can kind of like forecast that, okay, this is what's going to happen, is then you could say that, okay, for me to really offset the taxes I have to pay, maybe I need to increase my expenses. Because, the first time I did this, my accountant said, well, like, your expenses are too low. You need to have more expenses so that you can pay less in tax. So I was like, okay, makes sense. So then slowly, as the years went by, I started to understand it more. But because like people don't realize, like when you have an accountant, your accountant is like a doctor for your income, like for the money you make. So your accountant needs to know everything that you're doing with your money. It's the same thing with lawyers. Like a lawyer needs to know whatever you're doing. It's like a doctor too. So when you go to a doctor, the doctor needs to know what's happening with your body. So you need to be up and honest with your doctors too. That's how I view accountants. It's like a doctor for money.
With trading, I feel like you can expense a lot of stuff. You can expense your internet, your phone bill,
Yeah.
any monitors.
Yeah.
All you do.
Yeah, so basically I expense 20% of the payment that goes to the house. That goes into expense because like I use part of my house as an office. You know, internet is tax write-off, phone tax write-off, car payments that are leased tax write-off, cars that is owned. It has to be owned through the company, so that's a tax write-off. Um, there are a lot of things you can do. A lot of things. Like when you register for a corporation in Canada, you have a good accountant. There are a lot of things you can do to benefit yourself. Because like my first year, all my income was taxed at 40% tax rate because like I don't know better. It was just on a personal tax basis. So then my accountant said, okay, you know what? You need to register a corporation so that instead of paying 40%, you pay way less. I'm like, okay, perfect. Let's do that. I did that. Like it's a little bit of work, but you have to do the work because now you're stepping into the grown-up world, and that's what's required of you.
Yeah, that's the highest tax bracket, I'm pretty sure. Here in
Yeah.
the US, it's like 50%.
What if you forge receipts by overrating the prices? Well, you gotta keep a clean slate with the government. Can't do that. Are you in the US or Canada? I'm in Canada. Man, you can't play games with the tax man. You can't. Taxman is like the mafia. They will always get what they are owed, one way or the other. You just can't escape from them. You think you can, but you can't. Trust me. Hey brother, how are you using Trader's Domain and you live in the US? I don't live in the US. Today is the day to go over some Raja videos. Yeah, I mean this day is a bank holiday, so this day is just a day to like chit chat and see what's going on. Like today is a very chill day. Simulation day, yeah. So see the 15-minute candle closed bullish. So there's no more confirmation that we're heading down. You know, because now we're just ranging. Just starting to range. And we're ranging because there's less volume. Can you pay taxes for the money you withdraw over there? Yes. Yes, you do. Whenever the money hits your bank account, whenever the money hits your country, where your bank account is, you have to pay tax on that money. That's how it works. So if you have money in PayPal, then that's okay. But if it hits, because like what PayPal started to do was now last year, PayPal, they started collecting tax information, like your HST information, so that they can forward it to the IRS or the CRA if you live in Canada, because they're tightening up on that. So so whenever people withdraw money from PayPal to Canada, you have to pay tax on that. And if that sum exceeds, let's say, 50,000, then they notify CRA that, okay, this is the amount of money we sent to this person, so you better see if he pays tax on that or not. CRA is like, oh, okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, here in the States, if you make more than 10,000, they send you a 1099 file.
Oh, yeah.
Like I got a 1099 from PayPal, 1099 from Square, and a 1099 from my merchant.
Oh, for all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, see, so if I was in this trade, I would have closed 50% and I would have let my 50% position run here. Trade management.
Is there ever a point where you would have re-entered here?
Re-entered? No. Not at all. Re-entering would be then, re-entering would be like risking more of a loss. If you get what I mean.
Poking yourself in the eye.
Yeah. Okay, what's this? Oh, nothing. So if you make less than 10K in the US, you don't pay taxes. Well, I have no idea. I live in Canada. I don't even know how much you have to make in Canada to pay taxes anymore, because what I know is that I have to pay tax on what I make, and that's all that I know. You hate being cut off when you speak as much as I do. My father used to cut me off when I developed a stutter. Did you experience the same? Yeah, I used to have a stutter for a long time, but then it went away. Most of it came out when I started to work door to door for sales. I mean, oh man, that was the worst. I think that was more of a confidence issue. Yeah, my stutter was most of a confidence issue. Like I wasn't confident, and I think when I worked door to door, my confidence was put on the line, and my stutter went away because I got more confident in really saying what I had to say, because no one had to cut me off. Stuttering, stutter. Da, 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 da. I'm in the ghetto. Da, 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 da. What do you mean? I use IC markets. If money stays in the account, you don't pay tax. As soon as it goes to your bank, chances are it will be monitored after a while. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because when you have large amounts of money coming in a bank account, the bank turns around and says, well, mister, all this money is coming into your personal account. What's going on over here? Like a point will come, a bank will say that. So it's better to have a corporation or a company account where that money goes in, because if it goes in a corporation, then bank is like, oh, okay, must be a corporation. That's okay. That's cool. But if it goes into a personal account, a point will come, bank will say, hey, yeah, all this money is coming in. Does CRA know about it? I used to get loads of free food doing door to door. Yeah, yeah, we used to get a lot of booze too, going door to door. Hey, you want a beer? Yeah, sure. It was actually one of the best jobs I had. What age were you when you did sales? I did sales from 26 years old till 28 years old. See, the 30-minute candle is about to close bearish in 7 minutes. So if you're still in these cells, you could probably bring your stop from, if you had it up here at 143.080 down to 143.050. Because you're expecting candles to make lower highs and lower lows, and you're expecting that to continue down. I start trading at 21. Is it a good start? Well, you should ask yourself if it's a good start. I think people should start trading not because they want to make money. Like, of course, money is a byproduct, but they should start trading because they really want to trade. I mean, it's like they really love it. They should trade as a hobby. Like, I started trading as a hobby. I was still making great money. I started trading as like, okay, this is interesting. Let's see what's it about. Like, I never came to trading, oh yeah, I needed money. No, man, I was making like 120K a year, easy. So this was just like hobby.
It's like fishing.
Yeah, it's like fishing. Hey man, I took a short in GJ earlier as I saw the breakdown of the range. I closed around here as it was support. Was that a reasonable trade? Well, if you closed the trade, then you close the trade knowing that it could go down and it could go back up. So you closed it where you wanted to close. But if it starts to go lower, then that would be that's something that you could document that, okay, maybe next time if it happens, I need to hold the trade instead of closing. Did you ever consider drop shipping to make money? No. You don't make money drop shipping. You make money by drop shipping if you're drop shipping hundreds of products a week. Not like 2-3 products a week.
Yeah, you have to get connected.
Yeah. And drop shipping takes time. Like I see all these ads, oh, drop shipping made 100,000 in sales.
That's BS.
Yeah, like it takes time. Just like anything, it takes time. And most people aren't willing to put in the time. Like, like if someone starts a drop shipping thing, they'll do it like for about a week, 2 weeks, they won't see much progress, and then they'll say, you know what, it's not working.
Mm-hmm. Same as street.
Yeah, exactly. You make money drop shipping by selling drop shipping courses. Well, you need to find buyers to buy stuff. Like, people don't buy out of the blue magically. It doesn't work like that. Once support created, we have a candle closed bullish with a higher high and higher low, confirmation to enter. Yeah, if you're looking for buys on gold, you're right. Yeah, like you're looking to see if a support is going to be formed here. But if you look, gold gapped down. This is where gold opened, gapped down. And now gold is creating some sort of a support down over here. So it's in this range. I'd say come to gold tomorrow in the New York session. There are plenty of people who just trade for weeks, don't see the returns, and give up. Yes, that's true.
Trading takes time to master.
Why don't you trade lower time frames for more pinpoint entries? I don't trade lower time frames because there are like weak confirmations. Oh, Nathan has been doing drop shipping here. Nice. Dropping for 8 months, breaking even last 7 days, made over 50,000 net. Nice. Yeah, it's a very niche. Like, you need to pick your niche, and that's it. You don't want any competitors in that niche. Could this be a possible setup? Next 30-minute turns bearish. Let's take a look here. Yep. But then again, if that 30-minute turns bearish, then you have all this consolidation. It's just, man, you guys have to be good at identifying bad price action. All this is bad price action. If price goes up, looks left, there's a lot of consolidation, a lot of bullshit happening. I mean, there's no trade. I mean, it's just, you need to identify when you are forcing a trade and when you see a clean trade. If this GJ candle closes bearish, this is a clean trade because there's a clean candle. But if it doesn't, then it's not a clean trade because now it's just going to consolidate. So as you're in the trade, you're waiting for the candle to close. If this candle closes bearish, the chances of the next candle to go bearish are higher. But if it closes bullish, the chances of the next candle to go bearish are low. So you need to keep those things in mind. And then you got to identify that, okay, how long am I going to stay in this trade for? If this closes bullish, will I still stay in the trade or will I close the trade? So it's just a matter of time to see how the candle is closing. Seems like it's going to close bearish in 30 seconds.
Mate, it's just roller coaster. It'll go up.
Yeah.
It's those wicks. I don't understand how those wicks are
it's really
so sensitive to them.
There we go.
Yeah, when I'm in a trade, I usually don't look at that chart. I just look at the price because I'm just waiting for the candle to close.
We should be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at the 1 hour also closed bearish, which is good. 30-minute also closed bearish. Yeah, if you're in sells now, you could probably bring your stop from up here to down over here. Could you go over pair correlation, blah, 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 blah? Yeah, I think you need to watch the signs on my YouTube channel. I mean, this is not a mentorship session, man. Imagine a start going over how to trade. See, trading is so easy. Like, if you're in sells, you're just waiting for price to go where you want it to go. That's it. Higher time frames look much cleaner. See, the 30-minute looks much cleaner, but when you look at the 15-minute, it looks garbage. So now if you want it to go down, you're expecting this candle to respect the previous candle high. So this is going to be a condition now. As long as price stays below this high over here, it should continue moving down. But if it comes up and reaches this high, then the chances of it going down become less and less. So this is also the last hour for the 4-hour candle to close. If you look at the time, there's 1 hour left for the 4-hour candle to close. So now either the 4-hour candle can continue pushing down or it's going to start to retrace. If it starts to retrace, you're going to see those signs based off of how this 30-minute candle is going to go.
Yeah, I'm in a sell.
Nice. All right, I'm going to go get some coffee here. Let's
It
see.
made me the evolution of a trader. Like, I don't know. A while ago, I couldn't walk away from the computer while being in a trade. Now I could just enter a trade and just go do what I gotta do.
Nice.
Just comes from like back testing and seeing price happen over and over and over again.
And you know what that is? Now you're reaching a higher level of consciousness.
Yeah,
And that level is like now you don't care what the price does because you know where your exit is and where your take profit is.
exactly. It's a cool feeling.
Yeah.
Stefanos, do you play tennis?
No, I used to. I broke my leg training at mixed martial arts, and that kind of like set me back from a lot of stuff. I used to play basketball, played football in college.
Right.
So any
Yeah.
kind of impact, that like jumping or jumping jet or like jump rope, anything like that, it kills my leg.
Understood. The reason I ask because your outfit is very tennis-like.
Nadal leg.
Yeah.
Who is that talking?
Daniel.
Daniel, what's up, brother?
Yeah, good mate. You?
Good.
It's the way.
$142,900. 142,900 take profit.
Good target.
Yeah, 142,900.
Yeah.
Sure should hit that.
I like 875 at that 4-hour support.
What? What did you think? The what? For the 4 hours?
Target is at my target's at 4-hour support at
Yeah.
875.
142,900. 910.
I've just done 10 pips. 10 pips for me is the 900 level.
Yeah, mine too.
But yeah.
But that's also the 4 hour support.
Yeah. The runner should definitely. Oh, yeah. It should, as long as it continues going down.
Yeah. If you see on the 1 minute, it's rejecting, making lower highs and lower lows, and lower highs and lower lows.
Oh, nice. Okay. Good signs. See?
Yeah, that's on the 1 minute. I checked the 1 minute and the 5 minute also. The 5 minute has a lot of rejection to the top also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I got really good entries. Now on the 50 minute looks fucked, but then go back to the 5 and go back to the 1 and see lower highs and lower lows. So she continue down.
Yeah. Once we break the low, we should be good.
Well, this current 5 minute candle didn't break the high of the previous one, so I'm good with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. In the next 15 minute, it didn't break the body of the previous one, so that was good also. I should continue that now.
Mm.
And the little we will get some volume now. Not much volume since it's a bank holiday for them. But yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
900. That was an easy trade.
Don't talk too soon. This thing's been mucking around all session at the moment.
I'm big jinxing it.
Good trade, guys.
Well, you could consider that as a 1 hour wick. Now we should push.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Who in here actually likes backtesting?
I think you got to do well. You have to. So
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
learn to love it.
Like whoever likes backtesting, kind of.
Well.
You see where they're gonna be. Oh, what's this for?
So if you see now, GJ here, GJ has made this high on the 30-minute candle. So now, if you're still in this trade, you're expecting this to be the lower high. And then you're expecting it to create a lower low. Raja, you scammer. Yes, I'm scamming everyone right now. Everyone in the live stream, you're getting scammed right now.
What about us? Are you scamming me?
Yes, 2 times.
How? Hello?
I don't know.
Little?
But it's
From 1 to
happening.
10, how much are you scamming me?
Oh,
From 1 to 10.
1 to 10? Probably
yeah.
10.
GG. Oh, that's a lot of scamming. Oh, this is bullshit. Look at fucking GG.
How's the 5-minute looking, Mac?
I did jinx it up. Let me see. The 5 minutes still low, creating high lows and lower highs and low lows. So it should be good. It's still this current 5 minute, it broke the high of the previous one, but that should not give it more confirmation. It's still rejecting. But this thing is that the 15 minute looks so fucked.
Yeah, 15-minute is garbage.
Yeah.
It's Garbage.
Yeah, it took an entry at 43. Oh, no wonder we're like 43 flat. That's really strong.
Oh.
Yeah. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I am in no trades because it's the bank holiday, so I'm not trading.
No, I took just a little small position.
Our cats, how are you scamming me? I think I'm brainwashing everyone right now. So everyone, if you close your eyes and look left and right, you can open your eyes and you can be brainwashed. If you like a trade setup, but currency strength meter isn't agreeing, do you wait? Well, Bobby Lashley, I don't look at the currency strength meter to take a trade. I look at what's happening, and if it makes sense to me, I execute. And just for laughs, I look at the currency strength meter. It's honestly, let's take a look at it right now.
Take a look at GDP.
Yeah, let's look at currency strength meter. Okay, so it says that the pound is weak and the yen is a little bit strong.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
so
That's it. Winning. We're winning.
yeah, I mean that says it should go down. If you look at the price, you're like, okay, price moved down in like okay, pre-New York. It's starting to consolidate, so maybe it's going to move down here later on. And then you start to think that, okay, what if it starts to consolidate? So you're like, okay, well, if it starts to consolidate, maybe it's because it's a bank holiday, right? But if it starts to move down, then you could say, okay, like, you know what, now it's time to move down, so it makes sense because the pound is weak. But if you're not already in the pound and if you're looking to take a sell, I think you should wait once it breaks the lows here. But if people who are in sells, I think your stops should be at 143.050. That's how I would play. Oh, someone donated $2. Thank you. That's gonna pay my rent.
Nice. $2.
Yeah, $2. I'm Richard.
$2? Yeah.
Sells. Yeah, this looks good. I think the stop can be a little lower. Like if you're taking this off of the 1 hour, I think the stop should be at 143.080, like above the 1 hour candle high. Because if price starts to consolidate here, or if price starts to do a little bit of a deeper retracement, then what you're going to find is now you're going to be in some unwanted drawdown. So you need to eliminate unwanted drawdown. Plus also, whatever this drop happened, was this drop? Oh yeah, it was some news. We'll rip each other apart. Yeah, so I also think that this drop was an impulse move down on the pound. Yeah, like it wasn't something that is they didn't really make a decision on something. So now if this area gets rejected, because it was rejected here before, now this is I'm thinking on the opposite side of the spectrum. Then maybe price is consolidating here to correct this move that happened. Man, if someone is doing their dishes, please, mute yourself.
Dishes.
Do you think today is just forming the weekly wick, and from tomorrow would continue bullish for the rest of the week? Let's take a look at the weekly here. Yeah, you know what? My bias is bias. We just need to break above 143. Once a candle closes above 143, even on daily, man, we are heading up. But if you look at this right now, this is what I like. Okay, let's remove everything here. And let's look at the daily here. Now, if you look on the daily, you'll see how the previous candles closed, right? Let's see here. Let me bring my thing over here. Okay, so you see this was your resistance here, right here. So all these daily candles, this daily candle closed above, this daily candle closed doji. What this means is that price opened at around 143, 180, right? Price went all the way down to 142.750 and then it went all the way up to 143,400, and then it closed right back at 143,180. So what this could also mean is that at like on Friday, this candle is a write-off because price opened and closed at the same time. Like there was no change. Like that Friday candle was no change at all. So if the daily candle is respecting this resistance to become like a support level, because this candle, it closed above, this opened and closed at the same level, which also means it closed above, we might be doing some sort of retracement to continue going up, which in turn could flip the weekly candle bullish. Look at the monthly here.
All right, I'm gonna close my sale and I'm gonna wait get the break even. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna wait. It looks a little risky. It's the previous. Yeah. The previous 15-minute close with no wick at the top.
Yes.
Yeah, lower time frames is going basically go cheat.
Go cheat.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm out.
Pretty similar from Friday.
No, Friday was.
Think about it. It was consolidating around that resistance.
Oh yeah, it did for a little. Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, right at 8 p.m. it dripped.
8 a.m.
This is taking way too long. Should have gotten the push already, but that's why. I'm just gonna stay out. I'm out, guys. Enjoy. Don't overtrade. Bye.
All right, man. Take care.
Mike.
Take care. Have fun.
Bye, guys. Give it a like.
So this is how I set my intraday target over here, because now essentially we're starting to range. Because if this 30-minute candle closes like this or bullish, then we're creating support at 142,980, and then we come into a range now. There's no volume, so you can see this range is really small. This is like a 7-6 pip range for GJ. There's less volume. And then after we break this range, the next area is also like 12-13 pips away, which is an indication that there's less volume in the market, as opposed to this move right over here, which was like around 20 pips. But if we break support here at 142, 970, then we have a move down to like almost like if we extend it 20 pips down to 142,800. Yeah, so if I was in these cells, I would have closed my cells and said, okay, you know what, either I'm going to wait for a break of either up or down, or I'm just going to call it a day. There you go. This is a cheat code right here.
I haven't looked at the YouTube chat in like months.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's pretty funny.
Safer buys, safer sells, clean traffic, yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I'm looking at now. This is perfect. So it's just fun to watch price as it's forming, because the idea is like when you're in a trade, your emotions aren't attached to it. So when you see something like this happen and you're in the cells, you quickly execute on the idea that, okay, you know what, this is not in my favor. We have to abort this position. Then you just abort. There you go. Abandon ship. Abandon ship. Like whenever I close a position in a loss, in my head it just goes abandon ship. Abandon ship. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
I have so much trouble doing that.
Yeah, it's like a big mental challenge.
It is. Some trades it's easy, but most of them it's hard to just exit like that.
Yeah. Someone sent this chart. It looks good. Potential M pattern, I don't know, but a sell stop below that level, yeah, it looks good. It's perfect. It's kind of like what's here right now. You always like my chart. Yeah, because you send a nice chart. When there's less volume in the market, could see more retracement or just more of ranging. It depends, you know. It depends because it depends. It normally just depends. I mean, it could just range all the way till London close, or it could, like, you know, have a move before London close. I am in a Bitcoin buy. Yes, hold it. Hold Bitcoin. It's gonna go to 20,000 back. It's coming. Everyone's loading up on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is gonna go really bullish to retest the highs it created.
See you, Chris.
See you, Chris.
Oh, Chris is going to bed. Nice. Early to bed.
All right, mate. Take care. Enjoy your bed.
Are M, W, or head and shoulder patterns classed as price action because of technique candles? Yeah, they're classed at. They're like mainly like patterns. You know, like patterns are created the way the candles close, the way the candles open. That's how the candles are made. You know, because like let's say if someone says, "Oh, I trade a pattern which is like this. This is the pattern, lightning bolt pattern I trade." You know, so now you have to see that, okay, how does this lightning bolt forms? So let's say we're looking at a I don't know, would this be a U pattern or something like that? Would this be a U pattern? Could be a U pattern. Okay, so let's say if someone's looking for a U pattern, so then they got to say, okay, how would this pattern work? So this pattern would work if you have candles closing above this level, right? Let's say you have a candle that closed above that area, and then you're like, okay, perfect. So if I can have a candle that closed like this, right? Then I can expect the next candle to kind of do like a retracement and continue moving up, right? So then you're going to see that, okay, if I'm looking for an M pattern, this is how I would want the M pattern to look like, or the candles should look like this to form an M pattern. So that's how I look at patterns. Like all these patterns were made by people who wanted to look at price more in a more simpler perspective. Like, you know, if someone saw head and shoulders as an indication that, okay, they can safely take trades, they named it head and shoulders. You know, I call it the gladiator candle. I mean, if this candle breaks above all these candles here to the left, this means that this candle is doing something that 1, 2, 3 candles couldn't do. And what they couldn't do was close above this area. You know, it's the same thing when it's starting to head down. If candle's going to close above these 4 candles, then that's a gladiator candle. And it's paving the way for the next candles. You know? So if someone's in sells, and if this candle is closing bullish, it's increasing the chance of it continuing up. So you just have to be aware of how the candles are forming, where they're closing, to be able to really see that, okay, can I exit this in a less percentage loss, or, you know, like you can just manage trades. Oh, someone sent a chart.
Everyone's going to bed. They just
high probability of going down. Yeah, I think it's more about where it's ranging. Now of course it's at a little resistance. It could come down a couple pips, but it doesn't mean it's going to break this black line here too. Because we're moving into the third week of February, and you could see some sort of momentum coming in this third week of February. Because if we look, since it's been ranging since December. Late December it's been ranged all the way through January, and now we're moving into February. So we're gonna see if we're gonna have a break or not. What candle confirmations are stronger? I think all like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is good. 1 hour is good. 4 hours is better. Daily is great. Weekly is fantastic. So now more potential for sell in GJ. Well, I'm not gonna say potential sell. Like what you're gonna probably look at is now that okay, if this low gets broken or not. See, now your idea is shifting from market sells to probably pending sells. That okay, maybe I want to put pending sells below the support. Because now if we're creating support, it needs to break for the pound to continue going down. Rather than saying, oh, I'm going to take a sell and it's going to go down. No, it's ranging right now. Gold has been slowly crawling up. See, there's no volume. Things aren't happening as expected. I mean, now GJ, from going bearish, it has now turned into consolidation.
Okay, what do you got at the gym today?
I'm probably gonna do shoulders.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's today? Monday?
Yeah, I'm gonna do shoulders. Could you say pending orders are for breaks of ranges and market uptrending pullbacks? No, not necessarily. You can use both either way. So if it wants to move up, it needs to respect the support and then continue moving up, correcting this move. See, my bias is changing from sells to buys because I realized that this move was an impulse move down. It was because of this news right over here. Britain and EU will rip each other apart in trade talks. So I mean, there was no economy changing decision made. So when that doesn't happen, these moves, they always get corrected. Well, I've seen like 80 to 90% of the time they get corrected. So it'll be pretty cool to see, like, if price corrects this whole move.
That's what that move was for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly might be exiting soon.
If you want to trade crypto, you have to understand the infrastructure of how it works. Yes. Yeah, crypto is a whole different beast, you know? Crypto is different. You really have to understand how crypto actually works to trade it. Oh, we got Burner in the house. Mr. Burner. Ooh. Yeah, it's a pretty chill day today, you know, no trades, just came on here to just, you know, look around. How long do magic keys take to ship? There are no more magic keys available. There are no more magic keys available.
How many did you guys sell, if you don't mind me asking?
That information I cannot disclose at this point.
Totally understandable.
Yeah. We have a partner, you know, so we have an NDA. Can't
Yeah, Gabriel, right?
Yeah, but we sold out. And like the response was really good, feedback was really, really good, you know. But the one good thing is that all software is updated via backend, you know.
Yeah, that's the number one key. Like yourself, I was in sales as well, and I did credit card processing, so we could always update those machines on the back end. Made it really easy.
Yeah.
But Magic Keys is awesome. I love it.
Man, it has saved so much time of not calculating the lot sizes.
Yeah,
That's like the best part about it.
definitely.
Closing half and all that. I was trying to see if we could maybe make it connect to the phone as well, like the phone app MT4, MT5.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
It just automatically does it on your phone.
Yeah, because on the phone it takes like a long time, you know. So if you're just watching on the phone and you have some other stuff happening, and you have it with you, you're like, okay, perfect. I can control it remotely.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Sell this MacBook and get an iPad.
Yeah, just sell the MacBook and buy 2 Windows computers.
Well, I have an HP desktop.
Oh.
It's in back test down, but iPads, I have like an iPad Mini. My fiance has one, and the amount that you want to back test and be on that thing is amazing. It just like forces you to work. So that's why I kind of want to get my own, like the bigger screen.
Yeah.
I don't need this laptop with a desktop now. So
Yeah, desktop is pretty cool than a laptop. Like for a long time I was running a laptop with 2 screens. And it wasn't going too well. Like it made it a little slower, you know, like slow response time and stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean this could correct this whole move down, going up.
Do I exit? Yeah.
So if it goes up, then you're betting on the fact that this consolidation is going to break bullish. Maybe this could be the stop here with the anticipation that it would break bullish heading up. Yeah, you know what I did? Just just for that idea, I entered a buy, but it's like a .5 lot. You
Mm,
know, I entered a .5 lot just to see if I'm correct on that bias.
yeah. Yeah, that previous 30 minutes in golfing with a higher wick and a lower bottom wick.
Yeah, you know, so I entered with a very small risk, very small risk. It's just for those who are planning to like, you know, maybe like copy in full margin. So just don't copy in full margin. GJ going down and make a big pullback. Yeah, sure, it can go down. A number of things can happen. Let's take a look at gold here. The weekly candle closed bullish, but it closed with no wick on the top. That's a problem. That's a problem, mate. So if you look on the daily closed bullish with a small wick on the top, and seems like it hasn't really gone bullish at all. It has just gone bearish. So could there be a retracement coming down to the 1575 level here? Because if it goes up, then we're heading back up to retest like 1590 here, or even 1588, 1586. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Okay, now looking at the 4 hour, basically we had resistance here, consolidation here, and price broke out from it, right? Price broke out, and that as it was moving up, you know, it had to stop at this level here because this is the last time when price was coming down. It had some issues, like, you know, it left these wicks, so it means that it tried breaking up but couldn't break up. So we need to see what that price was. That price was 1580. So maybe at 1580, price had some issues, you know, back in what's the day here? Like back around like 3rd February, you know, like all through that day. So if this area is being respected right now, then price may be creating some sort of a support to continue moving bullish. You know, so this is the idea. Then you start to look at that. Okay, what if we're creating some sort of a support area in this region? Because there was a 4-hour candle yesterday that kind of dipped down as well and then went back up. On Friday. So if this support area is created around 1580, 1579, then we could see a continued move up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that candle that closes bullish. Even if it's like a weak bullish.
Yeah.
Okay, Raja, I'm heading out. Take care, buddy.
All right, man. Take
Shukriya,
care.
man.
Have
Later.
fun. Shukriya. Yeah, in 20 minutes I'm gonna head off too. See, this is what happens when, you know, there's a bank holiday and there's like no volume. Some guy running his own torch challenge took it from 10k to 1.5k. That's crazy. What was your win rate last week? I think last week my win rate was like maybe, I say on the low side, 75%. Like on the low side. Do you trade GPJPY for less news during NY? What does that mean, for less news during NY? Are you profitable most weeks? Yep, I think so. I like to think so. I'm profitable most weeks. Your JPY, my possible target. At this level, price creates support. When this kind of start moving, I take what? I take sells? Oh, buys. You mean buys, not sells.
Do you consider GJ being the hardest pair to trade besides gold?
No, not really. I think for me, GJ is easier to trade than gold.
Yeah. Yeah, gold is insane.
Yeah, like I'm very comfortable at trading GJ.
Well, you've seen it so much too. I'm just saying in general, like, what are some of the hardest pairs to trade, you know?
Yeah, gold. I think gold is still easy, like when you compare it with something like USD ZAR. You traded USD ZAR?
No.
Man, USD ZAR is crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, USD ZAR, look at that. Look at these pips on USD ZAR. This is 35 pips.
Man. Wow.
Yeah, this is 35 pips.
This thing moves.
Look at that, this is 37 pip, 30-minute candle. Even a 15-minute, 20 pip candle. You know, this thing really moves sometimes. Oh wow, this could have been a perfect trade on USD ZAR. This candle closed bullish, the next one just retraced, and boom, 30 pips. So GJ has less news in the New York session, yes. Are you waiting for GJ break? Nope, not really. I have a very small position in GJ buys, but that's about it. So literally I'm not trading at all. Like that small position is just like whatever. Like if it goes, that's perfect. If it doesn't, it's not going to affect at all. Even though it's a bank holiday, will Forex still trade all day? Yes. Price still moves.
Notice how price is coming down to the previous high, retesting that level before.
Can I be heard?
Yes. Hey,
Good morning.
Drew, how's it
Good
going?
morning. Good morning, Rakeel. How are you?
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I heard you mention something about magic keys, and I know you don't have any anymore, but could you just say what they are? Thanks.
Oh, um, Magic Keys is okay, let me just show you here. So Magic Keys is a wireless keypad we developed for MetaTrader, MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. It also works on a MacBook. It basically you can execute orders remotely from this thing. So like if you open Calc, it's going to show you, where your risk reward is open. Let me see if I can give a small demo over here. Let me just log into this other account here. So we will log into this account. Oh. Oh, my MetaTrader closed. Waiting for it to open there. Windows said, no man, not today. Yeah, I'm waiting for my MetaTrader to open.
What is GJ doing?
What is it doing?
It's just ridiculous right now. Up, down, up, down. Make up your mind. Cat Chef, GJ. GJ is still ranging here. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Let's do this and share. Where's share? Okay, so basically this is what Magic Key does. So you have a chart here, GJ chart, and so it has certain keys. Oh, let's close this. Let's go over here. So you have this open calc key. So when you hit open calc, what basically happens is, so if I hit open calc, it's going to show me this win loss thing here, right? This is like your risk. So let's say if you want to risk 2%, right? So wherever you're going to move this red line, it's always going to risk 2%. You see this volume here. This volume is your lot size. So if you move it up over here to this price, 142, 960, your lot size is going to be 3.8, and you're going to be risking 2%. But if you move your stop down over here based on, let's say, the 1 hour, or let's say the daily, if you move your stop down here, your lot size is going to be 0.66, and you're still going to be risking 2%. So with risk perspective, this is a great idea, because at this time you're not really calculating everything. Like you're not really calculating that, okay, how much do I have to risk, or the lot size, because it's all done automatically here for you. So if you're just relaxing here, you can just press F. So you can see the time frames are being switched. You have the 1 minute, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour. So these are being switched with these buttons here, F3 and F4. So at the same time, you can open a trade, you can close half, you can close full, you can close custom. Close custom means that once you open up a trade, and if price goes into profits, let's say if price comes up over here, and if you hit close custom, it's going to close the set amount of percentage you want to close. Like let's say if you say that, okay, with close custom, I always want to close 75% of my position. So you're going to hit that and it's going to automatically close it for you. So you won't have to go to options like, like normally when you open up a trade, you have to go to like right click and go to like modify trade and do that. So with this, you won't have to do it. It's just one, so you can place like partial TPs and like once trade goes into like profits here, you could hit stop loss at entry and it automatically places your stop loss at entry. But the most important thing is this risk calculation, right? So if I hit open calc, okay, so let me just change risk here. So I'm going to hit open calc again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit input risk, right? So if I hit input risk, this is what's going to show me now. So let's say I want to risk 3%. I'm feeling frisky, so I want to risk 3% here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit open calc, and now my risk is, set temporary risk candle. Calculator lines have to be toggled on. Oh, okay. Calculator lines have to be toggled on. I hit input risk, change it to 3%, hit OK. So now see, it's changed to 2.99, well, almost 3, right? So now wherever I'm going to move my stop loss, it's always going to stay at 3%. But if I'm feeling like, let's say I want to risk less, so I'm going to do 1%, hit OK, and it's going to be at 1% all the time. So you can do like 0.5, 0.25, whatever you want to do. So yeah, I think it's like it has made calculating risk really easy for me personally.
It just automates the process as opposing to having to use a third-party calculator. I get it. It's very very useful.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was looking for something like this for my own use, and then I ran into someone who was actually like developing it, something like that. So we kind of like partnered and we made it work.
Good for you guys. That's awesome. You guys sold out.
Yeah, they're sold out. Like next stock, I think we're gonna restock in March, like mid-March or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
High in demand.
It's high in demand.
Speak for itself. I mean, they're just a good product.
Yeah, I just saw something which is gonna like remove a problem for me, because like I had a problem and something like this was solving that issue or like making things easier.
That's what every business owner is. Solve problems.
Yeah, so I just thought that okay, maybe someone else might.
All right, brother. I'm gonna head off. All right.
All right, man. Take care.
You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Wow. What's this? Is the Magic keypad still available? Man, I just said mid-March. Do people don't listen? Wow. Yeah, I don't think you should buy it because like if you didn't listen or if you don't understand simple things like that, I mean, then it's not for you. Trust me. But GG's still ranging. It looks like it could correct this move, but it's ranging. You have gold here, still moving slowly here. Did a wick down. I mean, it's a bank holiday. We came here at 7, 2 hours in, nothing really happened. So, it's a good day to say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to call it a day and maybe come back tomorrow. Raja, you read all these comments or no? Yes, I read all these comments. And a lot of comments make me laugh. Now hoping for volume in NY Open. Well, NY is not opening today because it's a bank holiday. Oh man, NY is closed. It's a bank holiday. NY opened an hour ago. Now NYC open. If it's gonna open, it's gonna open in like half an hour. Man, come on. And you want to trade? Man, you need to know this information. This is simple information. God damn. It's crazy. Hi Raja, I'm confused. I see your post Instagram profit 4K, but your account balance is 10K. Is 40% profit one day? No, that was another account. You know, I have multiple accounts. That was MT4. That was some other account. But even, $10,000 is still a lot of money, man. 10,000. Jeez, you have 10,000 in your trading account? Man, I remember when I had 10,000 in my trading account. I was like, oh wow, $10,000 in a trading account. People don't even have like 10,000 sometimes in the bank accounts or savings. The problem is, like, as you grow older, the more you start progressing in age, I think the perception of money just becomes less and less. Like, if I was in my 20s, early 20s, 10,000 would be a lot. I'd be like, wow, man, $10,000. Like, if I'm like 21, 22, like, but that, since once you start to go into your 30s, start families, you start to, like, look to get homes and stuff, 10,000, it just means like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's something, but it's not changing my life right now. Like, it's not life changing. Would you close your bullish position on GJ with a 30-minute close? I would be in no positions right now. 30-minute kind of close, bearish, bullish. I mean, it's just ranging. This is a mess. Is it a bad that I have more money in my trading account than my bank account? Yes, that's absolutely bad. That's really bad, because you should only, I think you should invest 10% of what you have. That's what you should be investing. If I'm at $40 a day, I'd be good. Yeah, that's awesome. And people might say, oh, he showed an account and he only has 10,000. Oh, he only has 10,000. Those people don't even have 10,000 with them. So there's a big difference. If I have 10,000 in a trading account, and if I go with the logic of only investing 10%, then but yeah, I mean, there was no volume. It's a US holiday, price just ranged, gold is just starting to move up. I mean, very sad day today. No action. How much do you pay for rent, Raja? No, mister, how much do you pay for rent? Less about me, more about you. Man, it's funny. People know all this information about me, and those people, I don't even know nothing about those people. It's crazy, right? It's weird how things work. Why? Because I'm not ashamed of what I have or what I've done. Why do you pick and choose the charts you read? Because some charts, they're good. Like, look at this chart. It's trading in a range. Seems like it can go down, but then there's support over here, there's support over here, and then eventually move down over here. So I don't know. It could go down. It couldn't. Well, it looks like it is. GJ is breaking down here now. Yeah. 1 hour has broken the low of the previous 1 hour, so you could see a move down now up till London close. But then again, it's a bank holiday. At this point, I'd be done for the day. Oh, Shane Harnett is trading for passion. That is awesome. If I need money, should I forget about trading for months, years? Yes, if you need money, you should get a job. If you need money, you can get a job and you can save money. Raja, are you a bodybuilder? No, I'm not a bodybuilder. I like going to the gym. I like boxing. I box. I like swimming. I swim as well. You know, this is what's really funny. Like, because back in the day, when people talk about people online, they wouldn't say those things to people in person. So just like that, like a lot of people are logged in right now who don't necessarily agree with a lot of things I do, and they say things with their keyboards. They wouldn't say stuff to my face. That's the problem. Because I'm a very, very healthy, well, I like to think I'm a very healthy human specimen. Days like this are just about exercising your patience. Yeah, days like this is just like, talking and reflecting of what's happening and what you want to do. Raja, someone called me a panchod. Oh, yeah, that means you're beautiful. I would trade even if money was not involved. Yes. Yeah, trading is very. I think it's very addictive, but you really have to be careful. You really have to create rules to protect yourself from yourself. How much do you usually trade? I usually take like 1 or 2 trades. Today, however, I took a very small trade, and that was about it. I think I lost like $37 today. That's what I did. I lost $37 today. Thanks for the stream advice here today. Got to go. Have a nice day. Nice day, newbie. Oh, someone sent a chart here. How about the biggest trade you've made? I can't discuss that anymore because I got in trouble. I got in trouble with the bank. Raja, you got to put me on the stream. I got you covered. Yeah, man. If you want, for sure. Let's have you here. There we go. What strategy should I take on in order to win back my money? I'm a new trader and I've lost $375 so far. I take it as a learning experience. Yeah, I think you shouldn't work on how to make that money back. You should just take every day as a new day. That's the thing with that's the thing with losses. When people lose money in trading, they want to make that back, and that's the wrong mindset to have. Because every trade, every loss is completely independent of the previous trade or the previous loss. That's something really important you have to understand. Whenever you take a loss, don't think about you have to make that back. Think about, okay, now I have to like continue on because now it's going to be a new trade and a new opportunity. And that's all what you got to do. If you just start looking at trades as like potential moves you could take, you're going to do really well. It's just like when you play Call of Duty. So yesterday I was playing Call of Duty and I just don't look at the score. I just play. I play to, spawn and shoot. That's it. I think GJ is going to continue here. It's just breaking all these lows. So I play to just like spawn and shoot. So when I spawn and shoot, then that's it. Because when I start looking at the score, then I don't play as well because now I'm putting pressure upon myself to succeed. And there shouldn't be pressure on you to succeed. Success is an option. It's not a necessity. Oh, that's a good line. Success is an option. It's not a necessity. Oh wow, look at this. USD ZAR is moving. USD ZAR pushed. How many pips did it push over here? It pushed 26 pips. USD ZAR. 26 pips. Can you imagine? Can you explain the statement you made about getting in trouble with the bank? Yeah, they just had a big withdrawal. They had like a 6-figure withdrawal, and then they got all cranky about it. Like, oh, where's this coming from? What are you doing? This and that. What's this? Below its lower Bollinger Band, the confirmation is negative. JPY may fall 69 to 99 pips. 69 to 99 pips. Yeah, sure. Have you ever traded synthetic indices? No, I have not traded synthetic indices. I think I know what they are, but I don't know what they are. Watching Zoom is very clear. Yes. Raja, what did you do before you started trading? I used to work as a door-to-door person. Raja, this is my first time in your... Oh, what's this? Someone sent a chart. Ooh, look at this. Sell stop, buy stop. Current candle clean, lower highs, lower low. Target if it breaks. Yeah, it looks good. I think that'll still be... I mean, yeah, now it's breaking down, so it should continue moving. Can I ask how long you're trading? 4 years. Ooh, it's dropping down. What did your mom think about trading? How did you convince her? My mom didn't think about nothing about trading because I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah. Why is even that a question? I was 28. I didn't need to have asked permission from my mom or my dad to trade. Come on, man. Hey, mom. Hey, mom, I'm married. Can I trade, please? What's my mom gonna say? Wow, man. What a question. So you are 28. No, I'm 32 years old. That's hilarious. This is always where I get caught up. I never know whether it's too late to get in and get out. Well, whenever you're looking for a trade, you're identifying where your stop is going to be, you know. This is exactly what happened on Friday. Let me show you here. So if we, yeah, this was Friday. This candle closed bearish at NY open. This candle just dropped. Same thing is happening. So this happened in the range, right? Same thing's happening here. This candle closed bearish in the range, and if someone had a selling bias, you know, this candle dropped. There's less volume, so it's not dropping as violently. It could, but you know. Nice Call of Duty play. Yes, I'm getting really good at Call of Duty now. Does your mom cook you dinner? No, I don't live with my mom. You should always look into that. Not everyone knows the style and you guys are laughing. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a lot of volume, man. Because if there's less volume today, tomorrow should be pretty good. Do you pray Jummah or trade NFP? I pray Jummah because NFP is 5 hours after that. Do you do anything else than trade? Yes, I do a lot of things. Most of all, now I've been really going to the gym, like really heavy, because since the last 7 months I've been going every day, Monday to Friday is my gym time since the last 7 months. And I've been getting really strong. I've been getting big. I'm getting some vascularity. I'm 6'2". I weigh around 220 pounds now. And you know, it's a really good feeling. Also play Call of Duty. I'm really good at Call of Duty. I'm really good at I think I'm good at trading. I'm a very creative person too, so you know you gotta be creative. When price breaks like that and goes away of your original entry point, you wait for a retest or do you enter anyways? Well, if you're looking for sells, I think if your target is down over here, which is like 13 pips, you know, your stop is going to be somewhere up over here, above the 30-minute candle, which is forming now, because this could be the breakout candle. You know, so this could be your take profit and this could be your stop loss. But if you entered earlier, your stop now should be the same now, you know, because we're moving into the second part of 30-minute candle. The healthiest strategies for...
Hi, rakeel.
Hey man.
How you doing, man?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm alright. Sorry to interrupt your the screen there. Just want to say thank you for all the information you've been giving us. Really appreciative. I'm calling from South Africa.
Oh, nice. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it that you took the time to show up.
This is the most honest channel I've ever been on. On the internet. No Lambos. No yachts. Just pure honesty, wins and losses.
Yeah, just like completely open and transparent.
Yeah, I'll let you keep on teaching, but much appreciated.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Yeah, see, so this is a good chart right over here. Resistance formed, entry after this candle closed bearish. Oh, you still held it. Very nice. Hope you win with this.
Hey, Raja.
Hey.
What was the name of that website you went to earlier with the currency strength?
With the what?
With the currency strength.
It's right
The
here.
name of that website.
Currency strength meter.
Oh.
Currency strength meter, Bobby Lashley. So you know, so if you go to Google and if you type currency strength meter, it's gonna come up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, currency strength. Oh, you're from YouTube. Oh, hey. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off here. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you, man. Have a great day.
Yeah.